Alright. Here we are. Here's another keeper. We can proceed to scan. And here is the other... Oh. She saw us. Venus saw us.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way.
Okay. We'll see about that.
Operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Rutro. The Relay Monument. Can you tell us more about that?
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features.
Controversial?
What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Okay. What about the tower itself, place where we just were?
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
Okay, well, we did manage to get in there, and there's actually a surprising number of people in there for a location that supposedly only a select few are allowed to enter. Let's see. Ooh. Citadel Control or Council Chambers? I suppose Citadel Control?
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Oh, that's a lot. That's got to be tough work to do in that case. The council chambers, though?
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower.
Right, where we just were.
The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
So it sounds... I've seen it. Suppose that means we're special then. But it's not open to the public?
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
Okay, but also we've seen it.
I've been inside the council chambers.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I don't know, it sounds like you're jealous. Okay, only thing we have left to ask you about would be the Keepers, and we have perhaps been, messing with them a little bit, so, just...
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Why here specifically? Do we know?
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself. though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Okay. I think that's everything from you then.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
So more things that we learned there, and by extension, more codex entries. Also, notably, another keeper in this direction.
Not allowed in here. This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the enkindlers to be spread.
Okay, now, actually, if I recall, we may want to wait to talk to these people until a little bit later. So I'm actually going to deliberately hold back for the moment. In the meantime, we'll scan you. Then, let's see. So I believe this is actually... Is this one of the other fast travel spots? Is this Ward's access? I thought it might have been. Because, well... This must be here. We do have, technically, one Ward's location we can go to. We've not yet been to Coras Den, but we've now heard of it. And then Presidium locations now, we can go to Tower or the embassies, and like I said, this is Ward's access. So what we can do is from here, if we'd want to, we can go down in that area to check some things out. However, we may do that soon. I think perhaps just not quite yet, because if we look at our journal here, we have this side mission to scan the Keepers, and we've scanned 4 out of 20 of them. But that's just a minor little side thing. The primary thing we're looking to do is we heard that Garrus may have a lead on Saren. So go to Coras Den in the lower wards and speak with Harkin, a CSEC agent who might know where Garrus can be found. And just generally speaking, we're looking to investigate Saren. Need to find some sort of proof. Help the council understand that he is associated with the Geth in some way, shape, or form. So, we can do a little bit more exploration, but I think maybe we, in fact, maybe we do go down into the wards here. Maybe we do. Now, there's a lot of stuff down here. So I'm not necessarily sure we'll do everything right now, but we'll head through the elevator.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply.
Yeah.
Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Understandable, I suppose. Okay. So now we're in the wards. Different section of the Citadel.
Really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Well, keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
That sounds important. But as of right now, seems like there's not really anything for us to do regarding that. Here's another keeper, though. Scan you. And let's maybe see if Caden and Ashley have anything else to say about our current situation.
I've been a real fan of crowds.
Okay.
A lot of traffic here. How fast do you think those cars are going?
I've not really seen any cars at the moment, Ashley, so I couldn't really tell you. And then this leads us where? To, well, oh, that's the way we came in here. Duh. I was gonna say, what? Didn't think we were gonna run into another elevator that quickly. Was it? Hold on. Oh, that's the Presidium. No, okay. Yeah, this is a subsection of the wards, but actually, that is in fact the area that we're looking to go now. we would like to go through that. And that will be the much larger area that is of interest to us.
So, Williams, you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
I suppose so. Okay. Let's see. Where does this lead us? To another keeper. Well, just scan you real quick. And if we take a look at our map here, because we've been running around a bit, see, we're now at the upper wards. And so there's a marketplace over here where there's a lot of stuff for us to buy and sell. That may actually be more or less where we head here. Not necessarily sure we're going to immediately converse with those shopkeepers, but we'll at least cut through that, I think. And this is sort of the main area of the wards here. There are the cars Ashley's talking about.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
I mean, he is right.
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
Looks like the humans may need to do a bit to catch up here.
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Ah, come on. What's
Why
not to like?
We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old Vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
Some attitude there from Ashley. Okay. That's all
At
right.
ease, Lieutenant. Can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
Kane's like, I am very uncomfortable right now. Let's please change the subject.
You think it's expensive to live here?
Probably.
Too many lights, too much noise.
Okay, so.
Commander Shepard?
Oh?
Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
Yes, Emily Wong?
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
I suppose.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Let's investigate about this investigation. How investigation... Yeah, what? How investigations are linked?
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
Why us, specifically?
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
Alright. What about your other sources of information, or the sources of information from us that you're interested in?
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Alright, if you
Sounds
say
like a
so.
good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Okay, so that gives us another quest here. And this will be a side quest. In this case, reporter's request, just as we're investigating the Citadel, be on the lookout for information that might help Miss Wong. Not super specific as to what she's looking for. Okay. Through here, this is where we get to another fast travel spot. I'm just going to look at these whenever we get to one, just to show you where we technically are. On this occasion, I mean, it's not going to show, actually, it's not going to show us the one that we're currently in, but this is, I forget what it's referred to as, but basically the marketplace and the wards. Because, well, we got some peoples here. We also got a keeper here. Let's see if we can do anything to trade with you.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
The colonies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharaohs? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail
You don't
from.
say.
My goods are available to all.
Alright. Yeah, can you tell us more about Paris and Noveria? What are these two places you just mentioned?
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
Okay, what about Pharos, then?
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
I hope so. What goods do
Tell
you
me
have?
what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Okay, so this guy is another shopkeeper, and so options for us to buy and or sell to him. And what we can do here is we can get a metagel upgrade, so this again will increase our maximum metagel. However, it is more expensive than we can afford to buy right now, so unfortunately cannot do that right now. But the other thing is there is a license here, and remember we were talking previously with the Alliance Acquisition Officer in the Normandy, how you buy these licenses, and in doing so it basically means that shopkeepers will then be able to sell you items from this manufacturer, in this case Elkos Combine. And well, thing is, this one's pretty bad. So actually, it is in this occasion probably worth deliberately not purchasing this this license, because it just means we're going to be flooding shopkeepers with not so great items. So better to probably just save our money here. We could potentially sell some stuff. We've not picked up much as of late, but we do technically have an inventory item maximum size. I don't think we're anywhere near it right now, of course, but that is something to at least have distant in our radar, on our radar, is that at some point we'll need to either start turning things into Omnigel or selling things, otherwise we're going to have to, well, just not pick stuff up. And that's obviously not something we really want to be doing. So, I mean, we could potentially, if we were to sell all of our tier 2 things, maybe get enough money for that other metagel, but I think we probably just pass for the time being.
Is that really? Wow, it's you.
Oh? Okay, well, welcome to one of the most famous NPCs in the game.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Pleasure's mine?
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad Verner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
Just try to help, that's all.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
I guess.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
Alright. And that does, in fact, give us another quest here. The Fan. You probably haven't seen the last of Conrad. What harm could there be in talking with him if you meet him again? We'll see. We'll see. He's just a fan. He's just a fan. That's all. Okay, let's head downstairs now. And here we'll find a few more shopkeepers. Namely, Moorland over here. But I think we've done most of the shopping that we need to do at this stage, so maybe we'll chat with you later. And we get an autosave here, but here is Coras Den. And this is, or at least we're on the verge of Coras Den here, this is the place where we are looking for our main quest to find Garrus, or at least find Harkin, who is presumably going to have a way to lead us to Garrus. So, let's... Oh. Hold on. That's Coras Den, yes, but there are some friends here, it would seem. Some assassins. Shepard, if you could, like, take cover. I'd prefer if you would take cover right now. I would like if you would recognize that this is cover. Thank you. Throw you to the ground real quick and ideally get rid of you. Ooh. Okay, one assassin down. There's another one hiding here. And unfortunately, it seems as though Hayden and Ashley are remaining relatively unharmed here. However, I can't really get you from here. Let's see, are you gonna move in from here? So yeah, again, you kind of just like got in. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's get you with a, let's go. Hold on. Get with some of this. There we go. Now they're down. Saren's men, you say?
Commander.
How do you know that? Well, here is Coras Den. Both more lively and deadly at the same time was the description we heard previously. Let's see, Jenna? Can we talk to you?
I'll get to you when I can.
Okay. Random patron?
Got business here, but not with you.
Okay. There's our guy.
Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Okay. Something going on there, though. And here is our dude.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah, well, see, maybe you can help us.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
What? Care to explain?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human
Thought
ever
there
given that
weren't
honor.
any human specters.
Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Not sure I'm buying this. What went
How'd they
wrong?
kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
I mean, that may be, but if you don't know the details, then I'm not terribly inclined to believe you. How do you even know that?
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might Might as well spread them around.
That is gross. That is disgusting. But also, I kind of feel like you're lying.
Why should I believe a drunk like you?
Fine, ask Anderson. I bet he tells you. He's too stupid and proud to lie right to your face.
Okay, but that's not why we're here.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
Okay. I suppose let's, well, I can ask you more about Captain Anderson.
How well do you know Captain Anderson?
Met him a few times over the years. One of those hardcore military guys. Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with a stick up your ass, sir. That's probably why he climbed the Alliance ranks so fast. The military loves brown nosers.
From what we know, he's a pretty accomplished person. I think he earned his rank.
He's a good soldier.
Sure, whatever. Dress him in a fancy suit, pin some shiny medals on his chest, and call him a hero. Everybody else does. But if he's so great, why'd the Spectres kick him out? Why'd you go ask him about that?
It does seem like you're throwing a lot of blame around here.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
Alright, but as for CSEC, that is the place where you used to work, then you kind of got ousted.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The executors suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that? Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds kind of corrupt to me.
You got off easy, if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
Now, once again, it does seem like he's very inclined to blame others. But what about Garrus? How do you know him? He also is working at CSEC.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
Alright, that's about enough from you.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Okay. As for this direction...
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who is this Fist of which you speak?
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Okay. What about... Were you the person who ran into someone else who looked like you?
What did that other Krogan want? Rex?
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
It doesn't seem like it.
Goodbye.
Alright.
Enjoy the club.
Okay. So, at this stage, what we can do is there are actually several ways in which we can get more information on Saren. So one of them is, of course, to pursue Garrus.
Tell us he used to be a Spectre.
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
You're probably right. Still, I'd like to hear what the captain has to say about all this.
So, one of the ways we can go about this is by pursuing Garrus here. But there are a few other ways, and now, technically, my memory's a little bit fuzzy on this. Trying to think of what the way in which to do this is that will allow us to do the most interesting missions. And so, I'm going to save here just in case. I'm deliberately going to try to go a little bit down one path and a little bit down the other path and see if we can still get the chance to do both these things, because I don't remember if you normally can or if you're kind of locked into doing one, not the other. So I'm going to try to see if it's possible to do both. but I'm not sure if that is something that we can make happen. So let's go back to the I think embassies is going to be closest to where I'm looking to go here. And now that we've been around the General Citadel fairly often, I think it's a little bit safer, so to speak, for us to fast travel now. But what I would like to do is head down here, and this is where CSEC Academy is. So we saw the actual CSEC officer, or CSEC executor paladin. I forget what his technical title is.
Into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site.
Oh.
Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed.
Okay.
The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
So yeah, we have talked to Executor Palin, but we have not seen the actual CSEC hub, which is here. And so there's a fast travel spot here, which we should now be able to use now that we've been here. But, thought this might have been a place where we get to do a little bit more. Let's see, is this also... That's the elevator to the wards, but we aren't looking for that here. We just got back in this area. Don't recall.
Okay, Jalid.
As whether we can do this at this stage.
Your business partner, Shorban, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do. But nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
I recognize that name. Shorban is the name of the guy who gave us that keeper scanner. Peculiar. Very peculiar. Oh, and here is the guy who was apparently on the phone with those guys.
Hey there.
Or we might have actually been overhearing this guy, not the people we were standing in front of.
Did you want something?
Yeah, we did overhear you.
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
Kill you, you say?
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
I mean, it's not a lot of evidence to be going off of, but is there any way we can help you?
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
We'll talk to him.
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? That's the guy who asked us to scan the Keepers.
Exactly.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
Okay.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Okay. So the plot thickens for what initially may have appeared to have been just a very minor quest. Because scanning the Keepers, well, now we have Jalid's fears. Jalid wants to talk to wants you to talk to Shorben for him. Salarian will meet with you in the lower markets. So, that is something that we can certainly look to do soon. Anything else here? Doesn't look like it. What is... Just a random CSEC officer that we can chat with. Okay. And there's this area up here, which is kind of interesting. Check out their tracking terminal. Will give us a codex entry and another one of the keepers. Scan you. But now we know that perhaps there's a little more to the whole keeper scanning thing. Of course, we knew previously that it seemed as though it was probably not exactly the most legal of things to do, but now there may be something a little bit more to it than just that. We're getting tons of codex entries and tons of experience for checking those out, though. And we even have a weapons locker. Gives us a codex entry, but no actual weapons. It's a phony. Okay, so, yeah, the thing that I was looking to go here to do is not something that we can do right now. I think the order of operations in which we did things was such that the thing that I was looking for was not available, and therefore, let's instead just make a point of going over to see if we can find Garrus here. And in that case, let's actually use a fast travel here real quick. It's probably a little more efficient. So we're looking for Dr. Chakwas' or not Dr. Chakwas. No, let's check it out. That's the doctor on the Normandy. But to find Garrus, we're looking for the med clinic. Not Dr. Chakwas' med clinic, but a med clinic nonetheless. And if we look at our map, then I think we'll find that it's actually in the wards. So it's not shown up here. So, speaking of the wards, there is a spot for the med clinic. Although I think we actually, on this occasion, we might want to... might actually want to start off a little bit further away than that. I don't remember. Well, we'll fast travel there. There's a chance by immediately showing up there we might mess with something a bit here. Okay, but this is our spot. And let's prepare ourselves here. Make sure we got our pistol out, which I must have, yeah, done that in the least efficient way possible. Okay, so here is the med clinic door.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now, if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll...
Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
There's Garrus. Okay, there's a dude right there. Let's shoot him in the head. Also, let's take cover and throw these guys. There's the doctor. There's this person. There's also an explosive device. That appears to have been the last of them. Okay. Anything else we want to do here before we chat? I think we chat.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
That was a big risk, though. I mean, Garrus was apparently trying to take on all those guys himself.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
Also that.
To think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
We got you covered.
Threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Quarian? And what about Saren?
Does this have anything to do with the investigation into Saren?
I think it might. Dr. Michelle, tell us what happened.
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Hmm? She looking to hide here? Where'd she go?
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would not take lightly. Anything else?
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
If so, then we absolutely need to find her.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
I mean... Sure, but why do you hate Saren so much?
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Alright. You don't need to prove it to us. We're convinced already.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
We did. That mean we could potentially use him as well.
Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.